So let's move inwards. And let's start by recognizing the flow, heaven, body, earth. Yeah, what we call the Golden Waterfall. And to diagnose a blockage in the flow from heaven through the body to the earth, we're looking for symptoms such as shortness of breath, busy and full mind/head, a sense of maybe ringing ears or like a lot of vibration in the upper part of the body. Psychologically or mentally, it's a mind that moves very, very, very much, and it's like opposite of restful. It's very agitated. Okay, could be more symptoms, but this is the classic ones. Okay, so just check for yourself if any of those applies to you. And this is more physical symptoms. But now let's be more subtle and check energy, let's say symptoms or energy awareness. So the way we're checking energy awareness imbalance, let's say we're taking the front. So I'm asking myself, do I feel that the life force, the light, the vibration can flow easy from heaven through my head, through the whole front of the body, down to the legs and to the earth? Or it feels like it's more accumulated in the upper part of the body? Okay, this is the question. Okay, and normally, unless we were very relaxed now, normally when we're on the go, the answer will be that it is blocked. Yeah, it's not moving very good. So let's assume it is like this. Now we can take our time and just observe it, and slowly it will harmonize, or we can force it. Meaning, how do we force? We're just visualizing, that we're creating the image of flow, and then it will start to flow. Okay, so we visualizing that flow from heaven through the head, down the front of the body, and we stay with that image of a current, of water, of light, of energy, whatever comes to you easy, and just see and visualize and create the flow. Yeah, remember, awareness, image, manifestation, physicality. That's exactly what we do. Okay, so let's do it and visualize this flow taking place. And as well, you could see very, very, very fast that it's working. The breath will go deeper. Me talking, for example, now is slower. The voice is deeper. There is less tension in the front of my head. And there is more saliva in the mouth. This saliva, according to the teaching of Qigong in Chinese medicine, is a very charged energy that needs to be swallowed and directed down into the lower part of the body, into the dantian, the energy center below the navel. Okay, so if you feel more saliva in your mouth, visualize that you're swallowing it down to the area below the navel, the dantian or the hara. Now, if you want to apply a bit more kind of force into this, reversing the energy into its correct flow, you can apply breathing. Okay, so you can inhale, let's say, to your chest. Visualize that you're pulling the energy from heaven into the chest, and then you're forcing it, pushing it down your abdomen, your legs, through roots from the sole of your feet into the center of the earth. But don't put too much emphasis on the breathing, just a few, just to give it more power, and then drop the control breathing and move back just to the image. Okay? And after you bringing an active image, yeah, or active visualization, like a river or something that actually is flowing, drop that as well and just acknowledge the flow. Yeah? So you're seeing now it as it actually materialized and it's flowing. Okay, we did the front, and it'll be interesting before we move to the sides and to the back, compare. Can you see a difference between the flow of energy in your sides? Maybe it's still up, maybe you feel more pressure in your ears, in the sides of your head, in the sides of your eyes, in your temples, and maybe you feel more pressure in your upper back, in your neck, in the back of your head. Okay, so now let's work on the sides, both sides in the same time. Invite the life force, the golden waterfall, to flow down from heaven and cleanse the sides of your body from the head, through the rib cage, through the sides of the legs, all the way through the sole of your feet, deep, like rooting into the center of the earth. Again, if you want, you can follow this direction or this image with a few deep breathing, and then let go of the control breathing. Remember the saliva, according to Western medicine, so the saliva is exactly, the production of saliva is exactly the shift between sympathetic, like on the go, adrenergic, like when we are on the go, nervous system, into parasympathetic, when the system starts to relax and produces more saliva to digest. Okay, so the minute there is more saliva, it means that your parasympathetic nervous system kicked in and you are on the beautiful direction to relaxation. Wonderful. Let's focus on the back now. Visualize or bring an active visualization of a flow from heaven through the head, back, buttocks, back of the legs, rooting deep into the earth. A few deep breathing to activate it stronger, and then we let it go and we just observe. If you're interested in the name of the meridians that we are releasing here and activating, so the front is a stomach meridian, the sides are gallbladder meridians, both sides the same, and the back is the urinary bladder meridians, again both sides of the back and both sides of the back of the legs. This is called in Chinese medicine the heavenly yang meridians. Wonderful. I feel so much better already. So now let's go to the 3 layers, front, middle, and back. And again, we can take the image of a sandwich or a waffle or something that has layer to it. And let's say we take the image of a sandwich, a cheese sandwich. Okay, so the front is the top bread, piece of bread. Okay, but not like a bread. This will be stretching both sides, left and right, to infinity. Okay, so visualize the front of your body as a layer, a flat layer, that cover the whole front, from the head, the front of the torso, the front of your arms, the front of your legs. And then visualize that front is starting to spread left and right into infinity. Okay, so if we thinking about a cross image, so the first one was the vertical aspect or axis of the cross when we did the waterfall, and now is the horizontal direction, left and right. But this cross is not only in the level of the chest, is in the whole body at the same time. Okay? So let the front layer become infinite. Let it spread left and right into the whole creation. Now, why this is important? Because when we've been in the water, in the Golden Waterfall, we've been in the ego layer, yeah, or the ego attitude. I'm harmonizing my body, my energy. Now we're moving more into the aura and into the infinite. Okay, so this is very, very important because it's expanding that the layers of tension that normally we have around our body. So we're expanding the front layer. Beautiful. Let's move to the back layer. So exactly the same. We expanding the back, like the surface of the back, buttocks, legs, back of the head, neck, into the back of the arms. All that is expanding sideways. As far as we can imagine is better. All those that we're expanding are layers that control by different meridians. Yes, so if anyone wants, I can always tell you exactly what is the energy meridians we're working with, but it doesn't matter really for the actual work. Wonderful. And now let's visualize it between, like the sandwich between the front and the back. There's another layer. Okay, and that layer expands. Yeah, again, flat, left and right. Exits from both sides of the rib cage, both sides of the head, both sides of the leg, both sides of the arms, and expanding to infinity. Okay. So the third part is when we dropping mind and we want to we want to unite or unify our mind, which is the moving part of consciousness, with consciousness or awareness. Is the same. Consciousness and awareness is the same. Okay, so first observe, be aware that your mind is moving. How do you know it moves? It visualizes things, it says things, it is responding to external stimulations. And there is a general sense of not completely relaxed. Now let's pay attention to the other part, which is not moving. that is completely, completely still. See if you can recognize the awareness. It's the part of your mind that never moves, and it reflects everything. And the way we can connect to it the deepest is by completely relaxing and surrendering our mind, as if we want to dissolve the moving mind into that stillness, which is its source. Exactly like a wave did its movement as a wave, and now it's back calm water. Exactly the same. Let the movement of the mind, the wave of the mind, dissolve into its infinite ocean of stillness, where it came from. If I share practically how it works for me, maybe it's useful. It has to do with dropping physically the area of the forehead. That's where our thoughts are generated from. Softening the eyes, softening the face, the jaw, the tongue. And there's a sense that from that area of the eyes and the forehead, like that moving mind is kind of falling backwards to the back of the head. Something like this. That's what I feel. And this is only the first step of that process, as the mind dissolves into its source, into the non-movement or non-moving part, which is pure consciousness. As the mind dissolves, also that sense of separation that normally we live as me and the world is dissolving as well. And gradually, in that dissolvement, appears a sense of unity, more and more and more clear, that I am all there is am I, or I am that I am. So together with the dissolvement of the mind into its essence, infinite essence, let's invite the dissolvement of any other leftover tension within our body. So let's say invite any tension in our nervous system to dissolve as well as the mind. I'm inviting tension in my central nervous system to completely dissolve in the infinite being. And now let's do the same with the heart center. As I'm dissolving my mind into pure consciousness, I'm inviting my heart center to expand and dissolve completely into infinity. As you go deeper and deeper into that state of unity, the sense of separation between me and creation dissolves more and more and more. And that's where the magic of a blissful being manifests. That's where the magic of healing manifests. Our system resets. Now, because, as I explained, the creation manifests from that silence, like waves manifest from calm ocean. From that stillness of being manifesting our life. So when we are in that state of pure consciousness and unity, it's a good place for creation to manifest in the way that you wish it to be. Because creation is a mental movement. This means creation. Yeah. Stillness is before creation, and movement of the mind is creation. So if there's anything specific you're yearning to create in your life, that state of pure consciousness, unity, is the state of manifestation. So just state for yourself, what would you like to manifest, without losing that sense of the source. And once you have clarity, see if you can visualize it and feel it. So you're already materializing by seeing it clearly with your mind. Beautiful. Let's just take 1 minute to manifest together peace. Whatever image that you can bring of peace, that humanity lives in harmony with each other, that we can go to countries that maybe now they are at war with each other, and we can just embrace each other as human beings, beyond all differences of religion, opinions, a deep sense of unity in humanity. Thank you very much for joining. And if you have any question about what I just shared, please find a way to contact me, okay? And I'll explain exactly what to do. Much love to everybody. Bye-bye.